Good evening. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live. Okay. That's a good question. Harsh truths about dating. We're going to be talking about this. Hello, Kitty. Ask me again in a minute. I'll give you an answer. Just let me get my point across first, and then I'll open up for a Q&A. Nice to you. Look nice. Thank you. Good days and bad, though. Doing all right. This is all right. So here's the deal. Who should be paying on the first date? Now, where I'm from, as a man, it's just obvious who should pay. First, it's just obvious who should pay. It's the man pays every time. Doesn't really matter the dynamic. It really doesn't even matter who asks who out. All that bullshit where they go, oh, well, if she asks you out on the date, then she's obligated. No. If you are a straight man, straight woman, you guys are dating, it's just good etiquette for the man to pay, no matter what the situation is in general. And it would be kind of like, and I know some other countries or other cultures are like, oh yeah, she paid or whatever. Or it's like, oh, she bought me a drink. Like, don't you feel embarrassed? Like if a girl bought you a drink, and say you're sitting at a dinner or something with your homies, business partner, associate, or something, and then some girls, just to like make a form of introduction, show you kindness and send a drink to your table or something. Some girls are bold like that. Most aren't, but some girls are. If somebody did that, it's like you like accept the drink from the waiter, and then you're like, okay, fine, thank you for the drink. That okay. But if you're up at the bar standing next to a girl, and then she's like, you guys order and you order for her or whatever, because you get the guy's attention, to order drinks for both of you. And then she's like, reaches for her wallet and starts putting her card out. If you as a man let that happen, wouldn't you be embarrassed? Wouldn't that make you feel bad? She goes, oh, and then does that. And then you're just like, oh, you're going to get this one? Wow, thanks. Sounds good. First round, next round's on me. Like, doesn't that, even just the thought of that, to me, is just embarrassing. It feels wrong, and it's not that it's not about like, can she afford it or whatever. It's just the gentlemanly thing to do, to be like, girl, I got it. It's all good. I insist. Wouldn't that just be better? I would prefer to just pay. I simply wouldn't want the girl to be like, oh, I got it. And then I'd be like, okay, sounds good. That sounds like an intrusive thought. Like when the girl's like, they do the fake thing where they reach for their bag. They're like, oh, let me just look in my bag. They're gonna pay the bill. And then you go, and then your intrusive thoughts come in. You'd be like, you know what? Maybe I'll just let you then. Go ahead. That sounds like an act of violence, that you keep to yourself. And instead of that, just say, you know what? I insist. I got it. Please put your card away. Right? It is embarrassing. That's what I'm saying. It's just simply better to cover. And it sort of sets the precedent for the relationship. It kind of signals that. And when it comes to finances or just like especially things like that, you got it. You'll just cover it. It's all good. I'm not saying women can't contribute to the household. Sure. If that's your wife, y'all are putting your money together, two for living for the cost of one, fine. But just in dating, even if it was your wife, you should just pay for your wife's meal. It's a meal. You get what I'm saying? And all these people that are telling you, well, if she asks you first, then if she asks you to the date, then she should pay. They're lying to you. If she asks you out and then she now has to pay, that woman is going to be drier than the Sahara. I promise. It's just simply better to just be like, no, it's all good. I got it. Isn't that I want to hear it from you guys today, because a lot of women watch my show, but for you fellas, Do you guys like, okay, I'll say this first. I knew some guys that would kind of be like, are you profiting a little bit with the girls they're dating? Like, yeah, but are they paying for like, your stuff? And I kind of get that if you're 16, 17, 18 years old. Fine. You're 18 years old. You're both kind of on even level. You don't really have shit. You know what I mean? Like, I almost get that. I kind of get it. I was a young man once. I totally understand. But do you really want to be the guy that just relies on your woman to pay? And that should be pressure for you as a man to be like, elevate yourself to a level where you can afford it. You can pay. It's all good. That's you should feel that. And if you don't feel that pressure, I would be concerned for you as a man. You got to be mommied your whole life, So anyways, if a girl offers to pay, the answer as a man, you just never accept it. Because most of the time she's being nice. 9 times out of 10. She's doing the gesture, but she knows full well in her heart of hearts she ain't paying shit. And would be shooketh if they yanked that card from her. Like that. Like if the server was like, wait, and just grabbed hers, she'd be like, wait, that's the wrong card. It would be like that. Okay? So anyways, the man should pay. Just offer to pay. She's going to pretend. Let her pretend. Just pay. Now, that doesn't mean go out and be taken advantage of. If you don't know what that means, then you should be taken advantage of. But don't go out there and be taken advantage of by women, whatever. Don't let people use and run over you, fine. But besides that, if you're out with a girl with genuine interest, then just simply pay. That's it. There's my TED Talk. Okay. Q&A, open it up the floor. Let's see here. I love your mirror, thank you. You're beating a dead horse. I agree. To be honest, most of my content is just beating a dead horse. I think all of my content is just common sense. But in a world where common sense isn't so common anymore, maybe it bears repeating. Maybe it just bears repeating. What about when you pay? What about when you pay and then it's his turn? What about when you pay and then it's his turn? And if he asks you if you want to split the meal, who said that? Living, loving life. Hello, living, loving life. You basic. But I'm going to answer your question. You basic bitch. What about when you pay and then it's his turn and he asks if you should split the meal after that? And be like, wait a second. You pull out your abacus out of your purse and you do the little fucking thing. You say, wait a second, I'm adding this up and I think last time I paid. What do you mean split? It's on you, right? Just tell him that. It's on you, right? I did the calculations. It's on you. You said so. I got the receipts. Where's my phone? That's how it should be. You never pay. And I'm just teasing you, by the way. That's all I need advice. Just ask away, guys. Is it possible to get out of the friend zone? James asks. Well, if you're answering that question, then you lost. You lost, son. It's over. Move on to the next one. Why do I always choose the wrong person? Yeah, that's sort of the big issue, right? Especially, I think that's a lot of pressure, especially for young girls. Because, when you're young woman, in your early 20s, whatever, and you're dating, you don't know much about the world yet. You kind of have to feel your way around it. And the likelihood that you're going to choose the wrong dude is so high. Because what do you know? You don't even know anything about yourself, Gina. So what makes you think that you're gonna know enough about yourself to be able to choose the partner that's gonna suit you for the next, 45 years or something? And also, human beings go through phases like this. Like in 10 years, you won't even recognize yourself as a woman. You'll be a whole different woman. You see? So to be able to project way out into the future is just pure fucking luck. And I wish you luck, but the likelihood that you're going to choose wrong is considerably high. So just, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Life's a lesson, you know. Find a good one. And look for the traits that are generally accepted. Don't look for it. Here, I'll give you some shortcuts. Let's give you some shortcuts, Gina. Here's why you've been choosing the wrong people. Because you choose people that are obviously bad, but you just overlook those bad signs. Like, he works as a bartender for the last 7 years. He drives a motorcycle. He has face tattoos. He hasn't been able to hold a job for 2 consecutive years in a row. He has an unhealthy relationship with his mother. All that shit. Glaring red, white hot red signs that there's a horrible choices. These are the guys you guys pick, Gina. So maybe stop dating guys that already are irresponsible in their life and then start dating guys that are consistent. They got a solid job and career. They're educated. They have follow through. They have integrity. Those are the kinds of guys that are going to just be more consistent with you when you're in your relationship. I mean, they're going to probably have an affair in 20 years with their secretary or whatever, but at least they're going to show up every day, Gina. You know what I'm saying? Do you get what I mean? Just gravitate towards guys that have just like a steadiness to them. Not the guys that are unpredictable. Where that's fun when you're fucking 20, it's not fun when you're 30. Let me tell you. Okay. At least you're honest. Well, then what did I walk into? Good question. Love the suits. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. These are all custom. They're mine. Let's see my name there, Russell Hartley there. And I usually have it like on the back stuff. I'm not going to pop my collar for you. Sheer said Russell is the guy, so I'm here. Oh, yeah. Sheer shouts me out. Sprinkle girl. She fucks with my content. That's dope. I like that. She gets a lot of hate, but she's funny, dude. I get hate too, though. God, I got from all sides. Hello, guys. We have questions, Russell. I'm answering questions right now. Let's see. Thank you for doing this and not being concerned about the hate from other men. What hate? Yo, what's up, Christy? Thanks for the galaxy. Good to see ya. Christy Lee. She made a song about me once, briefly. A short song. I don't want to say it was a whole song. It could be a small poem. It was nice, though. I appreciate the bar, Christy, and I appreciate the galaxy. I appreciate you. Answer the girl that keeps talking about on walks and dates. Okay. Hang on. Who's that? I am professional seamstress. I like your suit. Thank you. Guapa, thank you. What question of walks? What are you talking about? Thank you for doing that. What about a guy that keeps asking you to go on walks instead of a proper date? Oh, okay. Hi, Liv. What about a guy? Okay, so what's your name? What do you say that? Leah? I'm going to say Leah. I don't know. Leah says, what about a guy that keeps asking you to go on walks as a date instead of a proper date? So it's first, Leah says she has this guy that's asking her out on dates, doesn't want to take her anywhere, because doesn't want to, and instead says, well, instead of let's go on to dinner or going to drinks or something like this, let's just go on walks. Now, what should be glaringly obvious is the underlying, I don't want to spend any money kind of dating. You get what I mean? Let's just go on a walk. And look, from an economical standpoint, if you take 10 girls on a walk, you can have 10 dates and it'll save you, I don't know, a lot of money, depending on your city. So from an economical standpoint, fiscally, I understand this man. But Leah, or whatever your name is, what that means for you is that this guy's going to be stingy his whole life. Let me tell you something. Even guys that make money can be hella stingy. I know guys that are rich that are penny pinchers. You ever know those guys? You guys ever meet those kinds of guys? They're penny pinchers with everything. They go, oh, no way I'm paying that much for conditioner. I'll just put soap in my hair. I got bar soap. Like that. Well, so they lather their hands up and they just, no way I'm gonna buy Perk Plus for men. No way. That's crazy. There are guys out there that make real money that won't do anything fun or extravagant or spend it or have it or like use the money for anything other than like conservation. Conservation only. We got to save this for our future, I guess, when we're 80 years old and on oxygen. Then we'll have money. And so there's guys that live like that. So like, look, this guy, I can't say that he's broke, but if he's stingy, dude, stingy's a mindset. And that shit carries with you everywhere. If you're a stingy dude, it won't matter if you're rich or poor. You'll always be this way forever. And then you guys, and where walks can be nice. It can be nice, but it doesn't signal that he's going to be like a guy that's going to take you out, show you off, do some stuff that costs money. Y'all just going to be doing the cheap stuff forever. Because if that's all he's got to do to get one date with you, the first date with you, I mean, how much lower can the bar go? He's going to invite you over to take naps? I mean, what else? What else is there? What's even lower? What's even like less work than walks? Naps? Nap time. Come on, Leah, let's just come on over to my house. We'll take a nap. I got some cots here. I'll have to share one though, because I can't afford two. I won't afford two. So I think Leah, you can do a little bit better than walks on the first date. Okay? Can men change in their late 40s? No, absolutely fucking not. People don't change at all. What do you mean? They just have the veneer of change. They change their underwear. That's about it. They're about the same. They're the same dude. And if you're asking that question, hold on a second. Wait a second. Who asked that question? Suzette, if you're asking that question because you had a man once, and then now here we are, 20 years and 2 kids later, and he's in his late 40s now. And then you're like, well, maybe he's different than he was at 23. He fucking isn't. He's exactly as he was back then. But worse. Hey, enough. Sorry, my dog. Amazon driver. Max, I know. Okay, you got him. Yeah, you got him. Max, no, stop it. Leave him alone. Thank you. Okay, all right, you got him. Come on then. Come on, he's gone. Don't worry. Come on, jump up here. All right, it's my boy Max. As you can see, he's a vigilant guard dog. He makes sure that the Amazon man doesn't get me. I get it, boy. I get it. You got him. All right, he's not there anymore. You want to go check again? All right, go check. You want to go see? Go see by the door. See if he's there. You good from here? All right. Okay, sit tight. I got to answer some burning questions. Suzette, the answer is, your man, your prospective man hasn't changed. He's the same dude he was at 23, but worse. Suzette, he is the same man now at 49 that he was at 23, except with a lower libido. So take that to the bank. Because that's going to be the reality. Same man, bigger gut, lower libido. Ta-da! Congratulations. I'm perplexed. Okay. Okay, I'm still getting kind of blasted by the sun. I'm gonna you see this thing? I'm gonna shift over. Give me one second. Let me move this over out the way. Okay. Let's see if I can is that better? You guys see me? It's just still shadowy? Hang on. Let me move it just over a little bit more. Okay. All right. Same man, lower libido. Your libido's up. His is down. Your couch looks comfy. Yeah, if you stack the pillows just right, it is. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Okay. Jojo says, why do men ask how many partners you've had? Does it really matter to them, Jojo? Jojo Renfro asks, why do men care what your body count is? God, I hear this one all the time. This one's always been. Here's the thing. It's none of my business. I don't ask. Because I will say that people care. They care about what it implies, right? They're saying, yo, how many people have you slept with, whatever? Because they want to just know that, they just want to know that information. But you know what asking somebody their body count is like? It's looking through their phone at night when they're asleep. Does that hurt them or does it hurt you? You know what I mean? Asking people their body count is going to be a question that just sits uneasy with you. You hurt your own feelings by knowing things that you would be blissfully unaware of. People could just be happy. You could just not know and just live in bliss. And with the comfort of knowing that you don't have to micromanage another human being's life, especially before they met you. You could just live with that comfort. But instead, you choose chaos because you're going to then consider people's lives and opinions and their actions before they even met you 10 years ago or whatever. And say, well, this somehow affects me now. And it's just an insecurity thing, man. At the end of the day, asking people what their body count is only just is for your own edification so that they can fit into the box that you deem is acceptable or not. Which the real answer is it's either 0 or more than that. And then if it's more than that, you extrapolate whatever insecure things onto, apply that to that person, and then you make some sort of judgment call as if you're one to judge. You get what I'm saying? That's that's what blows my mind about all of it. So do you want to know things, or do you want to just be happy and enjoy the situation you have while it lasts? That's the way I see it. So why even ask? Why even hurt my own feelings? I don't even want to know. And I also low-key know that you're going to lie to me anyway, sis. So you're not even going to reveal the truth. So now I got a number to mull around in my head. That's wrong fucking anyways. So why is that useful for me? So why even ask? You get what I mean? I'm just interfering with my own happiness. So I don't know. The answer is I don't really know why they ask that question. But they do. And I strongly encourage them not to. I strongly encourage you. You just say, when they ask you what's your body count or whatever, Suzanne or whatever, you say, listen, do you want to know? Do you really want? What's the point? You want to hurt your own feelings? How much money do you make? Show me your bank account. And then ask them back. You tell me your number. I'll tell you my number if you tell me your number. But I'm going to see it. Pull it up. Okay. I love you here. Great. Issues from the get-go. Yeah. Trust issues. And also that bodes to controlling issues too. They will be controlling your ass if they start asking that question and then being like, because what's the acceptable range? What if you said it was 3? Then they're going to go, oh, well, 3. Oh, who were they? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, 15. Well, how could you do this to me? Bitch, I didn't even know you. That's how it should be. You should reply. And then, but the thing is no matter what, that bodes to what the future's going to be like, and the future's going to be very controlling. Not the respectful, like we're in it together kind of teamwork thing, but like I'm going to deem what's acceptable for you, and you better like live in that box or else. And that's not dope. Okay. I love you. Wait. Have you ever dated below your class? Erna says, have you ever dated below your class? Lower middle class, pretty woman style. First of all, Richard Gere in that movie was like a G, like an actual G. And then who is it? Sandra Bullock? No. Yeah, Sandra Bullock was fine. I don't know if like Sandra Bullock is considered low class, but even as a hooker, that girl was fire. She was hot. But that being said, like, you guys gotta understand, like, I grew up poor. I grew up hella poor. I'd come from broke, whole lot of new money kind of deal. And so for me, I don't really look at it like that. I don't look at like classes and stuff like that. I mean, you can definitely see that there's like a different class of people, sure, but I don't really see it like that. If it's attraction, for me, it's attraction to attraction. Julia Roberts. Yeah, not Salt and Sandra Bullock, you're right. Yeah, Julia Roberts. The thing is, okay, so Julia Roberts has always been pretty, but she has hair like my mother. I was raised by a single mom, so like my mom had like long, like curly ringlet hair, and so did Julia Roberts in that movie. So like I always thought she was pretty, but because she has that curly ringlet hair, it looked just like my mother in that way. And I was like, well, I couldn't actually find her actually attractive because it reminded me too much of mom, But she is. I know that she's objectively pretty in that movie. But it's just, I didn't personally have a thing for Julia Roberts ever. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Like mine. What the heck? It's called hair relaxers. Yeah, and some keratin, for sure. Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock, the baddie though. Yeah, she is. I'm not gonna say she isn't. Do you have a picture of your mom in your living room? No, I don't. I used to have one on my Instagram, but I took it down. How do you know if your man is a provider? Well, if he just pays the bills. Like, here's the thing. I think that sort of happens implicitly. Like, if you've been with a guy for a long enough time, they sort of want to take the responsibility and provide for their family and so on. As long as they can, as long as they're able to, they sort of will. But there's a lot of thanks for the gifts, guys. There's a lot of telltale signs. If the guy's like a whatever provider or whatever, they just don't let you pay for shit. And I think that just goes to being a gentleman. Why not just be a gentleman? Just pay for stuff. Like, it's dope. Like, here's the thing. Making money and working is hard. And it's stressful. Having to make money to pay your bills, having to make money to get your rent paid, all that stuff is like a stressful endeavor, you see? And I'm going to tell you something now, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing more unsexy. What's the opposite of sexy? I don't know. There's something about a woman that if they're stressed about bills and they got high cortisol or whatever, stress hormone, they don't want to put out. They don't want to have sex with you and because they're stressed out. And do you want your woman stressed out? Don't you want your woman to want to put out for you? You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather her be soft, comfortable, worry-free at home, and I just take care of it so that she's happy and relaxed and not high cortisol, stressed out, and biting her nails on the couch like, how are we going to get through this month? I don't know what we're going to do. Nobody wants that shit. At least I don't, okay? So I think that when men start sort of taking care of things, it just is a happier situation at home in general. Does that make sense? What if she was a stay-at-home mom and got a job and now he wants her to pay half the bills? Irma says, yeah, well, see, the thing is like, look, if it's your husband and you guys, look, okay, here's the deal. If your guy is very successful, that's great. Times are good. But also, life is life. Times are good, times are bad. It's going to happen, right? You're going to have ups and downs in life. It is what it is. And if sometimes your husband or whatever might go through a difficult time in his life. You got to help see him through, whatever. Mama got to roll up her sleeves sometimes. Fine. But that should be an impermanent thing. That should be a supplemental till we get this thing, till my man that I trust and love can get back on his feet and get the thing handled or whatever. I'm as his wife supporting him in his time of need, because from time to time there will be time that he has need, and I give him strength in that. And there's a lot of honor and respect in that. Fine. But if a man is relying on his woman to pay the bills forever and raise his kids and keep a home for him and be the loving one, it's harder. And I don't think that's an expectation that men should have on their woman forever. It's like, there's one thing if it's like a short burst of like, I fell down and I need help getting back up, or I'm in a transitionary period for just this moment and you're helping me out. That's different. But if it's like, oh shit, you're a stay-at-home mom and now you got a job as a receptionist to help out, but now you got to pay for half. That seems like an unfair deal, I think. And why would you want that for your woman? I don't want my woman at work getting yelled at and given instructions from another man, getting told what to do, and she's going, oh, yes, sir. I don't want that. That seems like low-key infringing on my territory a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I'll keep her at home. Stay at home if you want to, girl. Don't worry. Are you going to get married one day? Yeah, maybe. If the right one comes along, I guess. Women can support themselves, don't need a man. That's true, Rose. If you want to be single forever, you don't need no man ever, whatever. I think men and women need each other. I think women need men. I think men need women. I just think they do. We're like two pieces of the same puzzle. Just fit right together. So where you can certainly live your life by yourself, and we live in an economy and in a world where that's like viable. I just don't think that's very good, though. And I think that would be way better for you to have a man, Rose. Rose, I think you need a man. Hello, guys. Hello, Instagram. I'm here. I need a Russell. That's funny. Okay, nice to be together for the purpose of it or not. For someone to take yes, sorry, I lost that one. Nice to be together for the purpose of it, not for the need of someone taking care of you. Yeah, fine, whatever. Companionship's a thing. Fine. I got a great smile. I'll be depressed without my husband. There you go. Hello, guys. Hello, Instagram. What? And you just bring your face. Wait, say that again. Hey, what's up, Max? Okay, you'll be the perfect man for me. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see here. Hello, guys. What's the one thing that a girl has done that just pisses you off? Give the tea. Mags from Houston. Okay, so I mean, there's like specific instances. I don't really think too much about that stuff. It's not really worth dwelling on it, But I will say that just like girls that are just sort of argumentative in nature, like just a contrarian by their nature. You say a thing and they go, well, and then they jump in and go, well, but what about? And it's just like now you got to have kind of like a point of contention with every little thing you say. I've traveled with girls like that. It's tough, man. One time I took a girl to a country. And it was Venice actually, and she in Italy, and she was, I don't know, stress. Traveling is stressful or whatever, but it was for fun, it's for leisure. It wasn't for anything else. So it was supposed to be a good time. And then right at the beginning of the trip, because my trips are very impromptu, I don't really plan it. It's just like, hey, we're gonna go tomorrow. Pack a bag, let's go, sis, and just boom, we'll go. And then so. We went there. It was dope. It was a great trip, great flight, first class. Everything's cool. Nice hotel, nice everything, little boats, all that stuff. But she's getting there. She's kind of stressed out. I don't know, because it's just stressful. Just getting around, getting to the hotels, whatever. But as we're just sort of exploring around, she's just kind of every suggestion is like, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, no, not that. Oh, it's just very negative, very no oriented, very negative, very counterpoint driven. And I'm like, and I had to sit her down. I was like, look, we're in a new country. You've never been here before. This is a really cool experience. Let's just go try shit. And then we might get lost. We might end up in a different situation than maybe what you expect, but it's fine. And let's just go with it because we're on vacation. So no need to argue. No need to pick little fights about every little thing that comes up. And if that's how it's going to be, I'll just send you home. I'll rather just stay the rest of the time by myself than this. And just in general, I don't like to argue with people. And I don't want to, outside of what is appropriate. But bringing a girl with me on a trip, especially internationally, to Italy, and then we're going to get there and argue. I'm like, wait, why are we arguing? What are we arguing about? What are you talking about? That just drives me bananas. Bananas. And so I was like, no, I'm not doing it. So that drives me nuts. Just counter everything. Point, counterpoint, point, counterpoint. Just a contender. It's like, why are we fighting? What's this for? I hate that. You mentioned you have an Eastern European girlfriend. No, I didn't. What's the best way to... I'm not going to answer that one. That's funny as fuck, though. Hang on, I gotta be this guy. Spontaneous travel is the best, yes. What happened after the conversation with her? Did you send her home? No, actually, she was like, oh, yeah. She's like, you know what, you're right. And it was cool the rest of the trip. That's what happened. Okay, hang on. When's your birthday? October October 2nd. Oh, how do you navigate? Hold on. It's going so fast. How do you navigate with a man and bring up your standards that you're looking for a provider, etc.? What kind of questions should we ask? Okay, Rosa, you can just be up front with it. Now, a lot of people kind of answer these in like jokey ways. Like, look, you should just straight up say that, because if the answer is emasculating, if the question can be emasculating if the answer is wrong. So if you say, look, I'm a woman, I just want to be a feminine woman at home, I want to love and support my man, so I just want a man that takes care and provides for me, and that's it. I think it's a fair deal, it's a good deal. And then he's going to either answer and emasculate himself, or he's not. You see? And if you say that and you're earnest about it, and you're like, yeah, that's what I want, and you just state that plainly, and then what's he going to say? Not me. I need a woman that pays half the bills. I need a roommate. Well, is he going to say that? Because if he's going to say that, then it's going to emasculate himself. You see what I'm saying? He's going to go, oh, wait, hang on now. Because if you said that with earnest, I just want to be a feminine woman at home, take care of my man. I want a good man that takes care and provides for me, and that's it. And then he's like, what's he going to say? Could you imagine? Well, you're not going to get that with me, sis. I'm going to put you to work. Because what else would he say? Most men will reply, oh, that's what I want. Yeah, they're going to say that too. So they'll tell you that's what they want. And then you sort of set the expectation day one. You set that up front. So now that precedent has been set. So act accordingly. Put it that way. He would say, I can't afford that, but I wish I could. And you say, well, let me know when you're ready to date. Let me know when you're ready. Because two can live for the price of one, Jimmy. So can you not afford one? If not, then we shouldn't be dating right now. You got some priorities to rearrange. Let's see that. Hang on. Okay. Jimmy is my ex's name. Well, see, there you go. Hello. Bye, Jimmy. Yeah, bye, Jimmy. My boyfriend broke up with me when I was down, lost my job, and car was stolen. Well, that's life, sis. Comes in threes, though, right? So you got nothing. It's all downhill from here. You already went through the hard stuff. Dust yourself off. Put a brush through your hair, Jennifer, and get yourself out there. Get those eyebrows taken care of. And put on a dress. Get back out there. That's life. Okay. Hello, guys. Russ will tell you. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're asking. Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you around in a while. What's up, Claire? I've been around. I've been posting like once a week and then doing live a couple times. I'm doing live on YouTube now. I'm doing my lives on YouTube now, and I have extra lives I do over there. So you should check it out. It's in the link in bio. Okay. The girl probably left. Not as easy to brush yourself off for everyone, Toya. LOL, you should require a man to take full panel STD test before you sleep with them. Raw, that's mandatory. It's so easy to take a test. Just take one yourself. Yeah, people are doing that, especially in LA. They're kind of like sharing the results and all that stuff. I get that. I get it. Some people are really precautious. Makes sense. Do you want to get married ever? Yes. What's your favorite thing to talk about? This, actually. I mean, I know that sounds silly, but I like talking about dating and relationships. To me, a lot of it's fun and funny and common sense, but I just love talking about it because it seems it can be very, what's what seems obvious when you're on the outside looking in isn't so obvious when you're in it. So that's why answering these questions I think is fun, because I can just state what's obvious and plain. And then when you're in it, when all emotionally charged, you might not see that answer when you're kind of swimming in it. So I like it. I think it's fun. And fucking Jimmy in here. What's the best lubricant? It goes like, Jimmy in here, what kind of fucking loser comes in here and spams the chat for me? He's been banned like 4 times. And then, I'm going to mute him here. So you've been banned like 4 times on my live asking these questions. And then what kind of fucking loser creates account after an account to come back to my live again and seek me out again and come in here and ask the same question again? Like, aren't you busy? Don't you have something going on, like in your life, outside of watching my lives? And if not, that's pathetic. And I feel bad, for you. Like, it's like funny. It's like the guys that are in your DMs, like, hey, good morning, beautiful. Hey, what's up, beautiful? And they're just talking to themselves. Hey, what's up, beautiful? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning, princess. Good morning. And they've been doing that for years. That's Jimmy. Jimmy's in here right now. Hey, what's up? Hey. And just gets blocked. Oh, wait, let me get my other phone out and make another account. Hey, notice me, Russell, please. Like this over and over and over again. Like you feel bad for him. It's like something's wrong, or their parents didn't bring them up right or something. It's so insane. Like, people have real problems. But Jimmy, hey, good morning. Hello. Good morning. It's been 2 years. Good morning. Hello. Hello there. Just fucking still going. Still going forever. He'll make another account and come back and do it again. Because that's just what Jimmy spends his time doing. That's when Jimmy's boyfriend comes home or whatever and says, hey, Jimmy, what have you been doing today? Well, the same stupid shit I do every day. Of course. And he goes, well, I know. That's why you're a fucking loser. And he's mad at him. And then he won't get any lubricant because he won't sleep with you anyways, because he's disgusted by the loser he's dating. Because you spend your time creating fake accounts and come in here and say, hey, Russell, hello. What kind of lubricant? Hello. 10 times in an hour. That's your life. God. And it's just, it doesn't bode well for your future. I feel like you're going to be this kind of person forever, which is sucky, For you, I feel bad, kind of. It's a mental issue. Whew. He'll never find out that kind of lubricant. I know, he'll never know. Men who have time to bother people all day have empty pockets. Oh, 100%, yeah. I didn't even have a question of whether or not Jimmy made money. I already knew the answer. We already know Jimmy here. We already know Jimmy doesn't make any money. We know that. We know. Because we know what he spends his time doing. It's not making money. It's in here. What kind of lubricant? Over and over again. God, I feel really bad. And it's like, I can't talk. I don't want to say too much, because they got real mental problems. And I don't want to guys like that are unstable. They'll hunt you down. It's scary stuff. Okay, poor Jimmy. So true, empty pockets. Hello. What qualities make a woman wife material? Just peaceful, soft, agreeable, but not too agreeable. All right, just be agreeable in a supportive way. Sometimes it's beneficial for you to be like, hey, wait a second, let me help you out, or give you an insight. But just generally peaceful, sort of a cheerleader in your corner. You need those qualities in a woman, or else you're gonna have a tough life. Because life is tough. So if you don't have that kind of support at home, it's gonna be difficult and it's not worth it. So if you don't have that support at home, the life's way harder than it should be. Where are you from? I'm from South Carolina, but I live in LA. I'm not aggressive, but I'm not agreeable. I'm assertive. Well, here's the thing. Why do you need to be assertive to your husband? You know what I'm saying? Y'all are a team, really. You see? Thanks for that. You guys are a team. So like, why are you argumentative? You know, aren't y'all on the same mission? You get what I'm saying? So like, if you're talking about a wife, you're assuming that this person's on your team and assuming that you're out as the man out there doing all the things you're supposed to be doing. I gotta like angle myself because of the sun's like sitting right there. Y'all are supposed to be doing all the things you're supposed to be doing to reach your goal together, and not being like. And you need to be a little bit. You also got to understand that moving towards a goal at all is hard. It's difficult. It's like it's you're inching towards a thing. It's one step forward, two steps back. It's hard. It's arduous. It's difficult. The storms are coming always. And it's always some shit, some bullshit all the time. So when you have somebody that's like, oh, it's okay. We'll try again tomorrow. It's all good. Let's get back out there. Get encouraging, positive, agreeable. And they're not too argumentative. They let you like think and get your ideas and your vent a little bit out before they come and contend every little thing you say. Those people are just gems that yield strength to you. A woman, an agreeable, positive woman at home strengthens a man. That's a fact. And if you're a disagreeable, hard to get along with woman, it makes you brittle and weak as a man. So you gotta be a supportive woman. So you don't need to be assertive too much if you're gonna cause problems and cause arguments or unnecessary fights with your husband. Hello, guys. Okay, let's see. I say a little too soon unless you know him. Wait, sorry. What did I miss? Positive vibes only. Yeah. Mag says, do you best express yourself when you are hurt in person, text or letter? I'm not writing anybody a letter. I'll tell you that right now, Mags. That one's out of the question. And neither text either. And just like, let's just not dwell on it. Because dwelling on your hurts and pains is not a way to move forward. It just kind of keeps you where you're at. Thanks for the glasses, guys. What's up, Irma? If your man is doing what he is supposed to be doing, what are you asserting? Yeah, that's my thoughts. That's what I'm saying. Who are you trying to impress? Asserting yourself over whom? I don't get it. It's no need for that. Have you ever given a girl an allowance? Yeah, I have actually. That's funny you say that. Yes, I have. I have. I certainly have. It's just easier. Well, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. Some people kind of perceive that kind of wrong. Let me say the reason why. So my life is pretty on the go. Like I don't know what I'm going to be doing really from week to week. I don't really have a job. I just I just do a few things for some businesses that I own, and then that's it. A couple hours a week. Otherwise, I am busy working on things, but it's just more broad stuff. I don't really have like a clock in, clock out schedule. It's not what my life is like. So I'll also take trips or do spontaneous things sort of on a whim. So I'll give you an example. Not this last month, but the month before. It's just like, hey, let's just go to Vegas for the weekend on a Tuesday, just for no reason. Hop in the McLaren, drive to Vegas, stay at the Aria Presidential Suite for the weekend. Play a couple games. I'm not going to talk about what we do on the slide, but play a couple games, whatever, and then we'll come back, whatever. And like that kind of thing happens all the time. It's just spontaneous and random. So it's better for me to have a girl that doesn't have a job. Well, what is she supposed to do? If she doesn't have a job, and how's she going to live and make money? Because she doesn't live with me. She just has her own place. She has her own thing. It's better for me, for my convenience, to just pay it. This way, she's available when needed. And she doesn't have to call out of work or drop what she's doing on the flyer, quit her job or some other bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So it's for my convenience sake. Yes, in the past, I have put women sort of on an allowance that was just made it so that she was just free and didn't have to get some sort of part-time or whatever. Does that make sense? But that's the only reason really why to do it. And you should only do that with people that you're seriously dating, not just like anybody. What's the best way to do that? Best way to do what? No independent women at all? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that necessarily. I've dated women that are, busy. But the problem with the women that are busy is that I'm busy. So when are we going to meet up? You know what I mean? And like, remember, I said earlier about the trip to Venice. What happened, the reason why I went to Venice, I went to Italy. I went to Venice, Italy, and then I went to Rome. And the reason why I went to Venice is because 2 nights before I saw a movie about the haunting in Venice with Tina Fey. I was like, I've never been to Venice. That looks really interesting. And then literally it was like, assistant, 4 first-class tickets to Venice. We're going in 2 days. Like, so it was that Tuesday, and then by Thursday, for me and 3 other people were on a plane to Venice. That's how my life is. Boom, fast, just like that. And then same thing. Well, I went to Aspen for a week to ski, and it's just like, okay, we're going tomorrow. So if I'm like that, if I move like that, then it's not dope for me to have a girl that has a 40-hour-a-week job or more, and then she's just, I can't take off work. I go, wait, what do you mean? You see what I'm saying? So it's not great for me. So it's just, if that's the reality, it's better for me to yield and say, you know what, as a concession for that, again, consideration of you have to live, why don't you just have some sort of payroll allowance kind of deal? Not payroll, but just like, here's an allowance. You live your life and do your thing. And then that way, when stuff comes up, that will come up, you're just free and available. That's dope. That's better for both of us. Now, I also have had girls that had full-time jobs and do their thing, and their career means a lot to them, whatever. That's fine too, but it's just not the same. You don't move the same way in that regard. How do you negotiate an allowance? Well, once you start dating somebody, you kind of realize like what their life expenses are. Hello. Women need their own bag. Yeah, I mean, they got to live before you, sure. Russell, do we have a brother? Yeah, I have a younger brother, but he's not like me at all. That's great, actually. My last relationship was similar. He gave me an allowance to be available. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's more about my convenience, because I never know what's going to happen. So it might just happen now. Right now. I'm going right now. And it's like, hey, I'm picking you up. Okay, I'm ready. You see? If you're at a job full time, that's impossible. Don't you see that? It's impossible. So that doesn't really work. For me and my lifestyle at this point, I mean. Hello. Yeah, it's a win-win. That's right. Okay, let's see here. The answer to my question will remain a mystery. How can you build trust on your own? Wait, hang on. My phone is kind of dark. How can you build trust on your first How can you build trust on your first... Dude, I cannot see it. Oh, my goodness. Hang on. Let me try again. How can you build trust on your first date when many guys tend to lie about various things? Guys lie. Girls lie too, though. Guys lie about their age, how much money they make. Girls lie about their age and what they look like online and in real life. Everybody's lying. Y'all all lying. So there's just like a level of how many lies you can, what level of lying you can tolerate. You know, you gotta let some things slide. Y'all lying anyways. You know how many girls show up and they look way different than their Instagram? Y'all lying. Y'all lying. Y'all way more. Your face looks different. Your arms aren't as skinny. Guys show up and their hair is gray in their beard, tired, old looking. They showed up in a Honda Acura, or they showed up in a Toyota Corolla, but they post next to a G-Wagon online. Y'all all lying. Every one of y'all. So, put your best foot forward. There's going to be some level of lying. You get what I mean? Y'all lying. Just accept it. Just like a little bit of tolerance. Because you're no saint either. You're all lying. True. Haven't updated since my haircut. Yeah, that's facts. Anyone ready to mingle? I'm single, 23. That's funny. The cap, yeah. Yeah, it's cap for sure. Hello, guys. Thanks for the gifts, guys. I never get gifts on TikTok, so that's dope to see. I appreciate that. I'm not a liar. I'm a woman of God. Fine. Okay, no lies here. Just turn. Whoop. No lies here. Just turned 55 years old, and I'm proud of it. Well, see, okay. Music kills. Music skills. Okay, fine. You're on a higher path than the rest of us. Everybody else out here lying. But I appreciate music skills taking the high road. All right, appreciate you. Rest of y'all lying, except for music. Have you been on any dates recently? Yeah, I've been on dates recently. Yeah, sure. We're not answering. What? Okay, sorry, no, I'm not answering that one. Let's see here. I'm going to be 53 years old. Fine, Joy. I'm one of the most honest car salespeople. I'm one of the most honest car salespeople you'll meet. Fair enough. World's newest bachelor. That's funny. What's wrong with your legs? I kind of pulled it in the gym. That's what you notice. I'm like kind of kneading it a little bit. I kind of pulled it in the gym today. Do you do online dating at all? No. It's been a long time since I've been on a dating app. But nothing's wrong with that though. It's just if you can't have a hard time getting out of the house, then dating apps are great. I think they're great. And more and more people are, they're not leaving. God, why leave your house at all? Jeff Bezos brings stuff to your door, or one of his guys. You can Uber Eats everything. My chef cooks for me. I never leave the house. It's like so rare for me to leave the house. But I do leave the house for like leisurely and social things. But necessity? So that's how everybody else is too. So like, dating apps are great. Nobody has a social life anymore. Oh my goodness, yeah. Where do you meet women? Social media mostly. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay, all right, I'm good. What's your goal? I'm just living right now. I wouldn't say there's like a goal in sight. I'm just living right now. I'm not looking for anything with anybody. Yep, just me and my dogs. I feel that. Yeah, exactly. Dating apps are like a virtual bar. Yes, but it's also can be very confusing and overwhelming. Well, here I am. Good way to be. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So you sit at your home. So you sit in your home in a suit. Yeah, I do. I have dinner tonight coming up soon, so I'm going to do this live. And then I'm going to go to dinner. Are you married? No. You live in South Carolina? No, I'm from South Carolina. I live in LA now. I'm in Beverly Hills. Are you a cat person, dog person? I like both cats and dogs, actually. I don't have a problem with that. I own a dog, though. Is it normal to be 20 and never dated yet? That's fine. You'll figure it out. What part of South Carolina? A little town called Marion. Marion, next to Florence. Do you have kids? No. Do you work out? Yeah, I try to. Oh, get a cat? No. What made you move to LA? I like it here. I like the weather here. Are you and Shira friends? Yeah, I like Shira. I think she's funny. Yeah, I'd say we're friends, sure. Fine. Will you take me to Vegas, please? Probably not. Let's see here. You're in where? You're in HB Harbor? Huntington Beach? Have you ever been to San Diego? Yeah. Show me the kitchen. No, because you guys are like mounted on a setup right here, like a ring light setup here. The kitchen's nice, two of everything, except for the stove. There's only one stove, but it has one of those overhead ventilation things. It's nice. I don't ever use it. I don't ever cook for myself, but it's a nice kitchen. Brand suit you're wearing? It's a custom brand from Klein, Epstein and Parker. This is my suits for me. See, Russell Hartley. All my suits are like that. Okay, fine. Take me to Venice. I like Venice. I might actually. I can cook for you. Oh, is that a promise? Let's see here. Wait, I have to verify to continue. Here we go. What are you going to have for dinner? Steak. I don't like saying where I'm going to go, though, because it always puts some people watching and looking, and I don't know. But I'm going to a steakhouse. A nice one. Take me to. I ain't arguing. I might then. So why are you saying, like, I'm not married? That's what you're asking. I'm loving the watch. Yeah, it's a Breguet. Ben Affleck wore it as Bruce Wayne in the Batman movie did. I don't know. I found that out after the fact. I just like Breguet. It's a retrograde date. Hello, guys. Candy says, I have a former Miss South Carolina I'd like to introduce you to. Which one? I know a couple of them. And yes. I might be back at some point. Why the purple stitching? I don't know. I just liked it. Hello. You have a nice eyes. Thank you. What was the very first thing you did that paid you significantly? Okay, so I have a master's degree in mathematics, and I got a job at Northrop Grumman after college. So I went to college, and then I went after there. I did get a job first at Maersk for like 6 months, a management training program. But then I left Maersk and went to Northrop Grumman to get a security clearance. I was building weapons for the government, F-35s, F-18s, those fighter jets the Air Force uses. That place, that company. And that was based in LA. So they're up in the Mojave building airplanes, building weapons. I was doing some systems engineering stuff for a while. And then so I moved around sort of as an engineer for a bit. And then I left the engineering side and went to the business side because there's more upside. I told that story on how I made like a first good big check at like a corporate job. I told that story. God, I guess it was been a while now. So basically what it was is I was a level 1 engineer. I wrote a letter to the CEO of the company while I was working there. At the time, the CEO was a guy named Wes Bush. He was the CEO of Northrop. I wrote him a letter and said, hey, if we can meet, I've been watching your career path. It's very inspiring. If we can meet even for 5 minutes, I'd move mountains to be there or whatever. And I put that in a letter in an envelope, and I sealed that and mailed it to him in Falls Church, Virginia. He then read that letter. I didn't think anything of it. Times went past. 2-3 weeks went by. He got the letter. His admin contacted me and said, "Yo, Wes got your letter." I'm paraphrasing. She didn't say "yo," but she said, "Wes got your letter. He was moved by it. He would like to meet you. Can you come to Falls Church, Virginia?" So they flew me out there. It was really, really cool. And then I met him in person. It was a really cool experience for me at the time. And then that was it. I mean, he's like, what do you expect here? What do you want from work? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Just a normal, politically correct dialogue. And then I didn't think anything of it because nothing came of it. And I just went back to LA. And then, sometime later, I got an email from his secretary. Said West Bush says that, the job opening just came up as a corporate liaison. He insisted that you apply for the job. So I said, when the CEO of the company says apply for the job, you apply for the job. So I applied for the job. I moved out of engineering into the business side and started working with some of our lobbyists in the Capitol. And it was a really cool experience. And we won the prime on a contract. And in part due to my efforts, we won. And I got a pretty fat check. But then I walked away and that was, God, I mean, it just feels so long ago. And I walked away from that. I don't have a job anymore. I started 5 businesses. 3 of them do really, really well, and I don't really run anything anymore. They just do well, and I just collect management fees now. I'm good at building company structures, like corporate structure, and then I step away. I don't want to be a CEO. I'll hire the CEOs. That's it. Do you have any tattoos? No. An accounting nightmare. Yes. What's your TikTok? It's the same as my Instagram. It's Mr. russellhartley. Same thing. My YouTube's the same too. I think. Ugh. Would you move to Florida? Yes, actually. I'm going to be in Florida half the year. Like half and half. I have no choice. For tax purposes, I have no choice. It's cost too much to live in California. It's financially irresponsible for me to be here full time. Okay, listen guys, that's my time. I gotta go. I gotta go to dinner. Thanks everybody for being here. We will see you again soon. I will be back on directly. Add me on Instagram. All my lives are posted on my YouTube, which is in my bio. Click that, subscribe, it's dope. And then otherwise, I post on my Instagram stories, my real actual life, which I think is pretty cool. If you're interested in seeing that, come on over there. Follow me on Instagram. I'll see you then. And also I'll kind of let you know on my Instagram when I'm going live. So thanks everybody for joining me. We'll see you again next time. Thanks again. Bye-bye.